Hi everyone, I'm Lauren and welcome back to Lauren's Literary Library. This is where we talk about books and my own writing journey. And today I have got October's FairyLoot box to do. Yes, I'm trying to get these kind of up on time, unlike how I usually do it. So fingers crossed I can become a little bit more consistent, but here is October's box. So I can't see a spoiler card in the top of this box, but I do have last month's Fairy Scoop to hand. So I know that the theme this month is Castles Crumbling. So I'm expecting some sort of like epic fantasy style vibe, but we will see what we actually end up with. So the first thing that I can see in this box is this little box itself. And on this side it says salt and spice shakers. We did have salt and pepper shakers for Kingdom of the Wicked, I think it was, a few years ago. It says this is by Blanca Design, and the packaging is by Blanca Design, but the actual design on the shakers is by Sayuri Art. I don't think this is inspired by anything, just because it doesn't say, and they've started putting it on the tag. But we'll have a look. So, oh, these are so cute. I can't. I'm going to take them out of the bubble wrap, but from what I can see, these look adorable. I was right, these are absolutely adorable. So they have come in the shape of little books. So like the little book pots that Lumicrate do. It's kind of the vibe that we're getting with these. I think they've both got, oh no, so this one's got just a salt shaker style thing on it. And this one has got some peppers, but it's quite a nice sort of vibe. I've just realised I've not turned my light on. Oh, that's better. So now you can actually see them better. Can't believe I've just realised I'd not had my light on this entire time. I'm staring right at it. Yeah, so this is the design for the salt shaker. And it's the same pattern, apart from the pepper in the middle. And then on the salt one, we've got volume 1, and then we've got volume 2 for the spice. So those are actually really cute. You fill them up at the bottom, so you could put whatever spice you want in there. It could be pepper if that's what you wanted, and have it as salt and pepper shakers. They are actually really adorable. It looks like we've got something that we've had a few times. I'm not sure what the inspiration is for this, but this looks like another one of the spoiler card holders, like a photo album. Oh, it's slightly different. So it's more of the bookmarks. So the bookmarks that we get each month can get put in here. Have I got one to hand? The joys of having everything in a small space means that I've always got these to hand. I think there was one behind me. So like you get the bookmark and you can just pop it in. Yeah, so then it just goes in like that, nice and slotted. Which, to be honest, I reckon I could probably fill this up with all the bookmarks I've had since I've had my subscription. But it's a nice place to keep them because I find that they do end up getting bent. I've got this one from January 2022 and it's just been like squished up behind me. So yeah, if I put that in, I could even do these alphabetical, at least in calendar order. I'm probably not going to. I'll probably just put them in and just like slot them this way. This is actually quite useful compared to the other ones because I don't really keep the spoiler cards and the artwork. But I do like having bookmarks and know where to find them, so now I've actually got somewhere to keep them. But no idea what this is inspired by. So then the next thing in the box is this felt thing. It says it's designed by the Quirky Cup Collective. When they said they were working with them, I was expecting a cup. But on the tag it says Powerless e-reader sleeve. Oh, that's interesting. So I could put my Kindle in here. It is very padded. There's like nice purpleness on this side, but yeah, it is the Powerless cover. I'll try and get like a picture of what the Powerless cover is here, but that is very padded. So if you didn't have a case for your Kindle, you could just put it in there and not have to worry. I do have a case for my Kindle, but do I swap it over? Because it is annoying sometimes because I can't put my clicker on it because the case is too thick. Oh, some overlays. I did see that we were getting overlays in this box. So we've got hair overlays. I don't know what that's in relation to. I don't know if that's the book. So these have been designed by Palin Line Art at the bottom. And the packaging has been done blanket.design. We've got 4 overlays to include. Well, 4 overlays have been included. I think that's the sort of standard, done 4 every single time. I might be showing these backwards. The artwork on these is stunning, but it's just not something that I understand. It's not something that where I've ever thought, yes, I know what my book needs. It needs pictures on top of the writing. So I do get a bit confused by them, but I know that other people absolutely love them and that these are classed as a high value item just because of like the amount of effort that needs to go into designing something like this and getting them to the right paper size and whatever. But yeah, it's not something I would have ever thought of. Now we've found the spoiler card. Yeah, so like I said, it's Castles Crumbling, and I will go through all of these and mention any artists that I might have missed off. So we have the tarot cards for this month, which is the Queen and King of Suns. Again, absolutely beautifully done, and I'm sure these are from this month's book just because that has been what FairyLoot has been doing for the past year, I want to say. It is a good way of using them because a lot of these cards I didn't know who they were, so at least now they're kind of linked to each box that we're getting. So that leaves us with this month's book. I'm sure I've got closer to the camera. A black sprayed edge, we all know how I feel about those. Let's see if I can get the bits out. So we've just got this month's fairy scoop and a little bookmark, which I will be putting in the folder in a second. But we've also got this month's book, and actually I have no idea what it is. I just know those characters are going to be involved somehow. And ta-da! Ooh, this back is beautiful. I don't know what the front looks like. Ooh. Oh, it's by Sabata here. I did not realise that that was this book. So yeah, it was the overlays for this book. It's very dark. This is a... oof. And that side as well. I am liking the sort of like gold and black foiling. Ooh, that's a good edge. Look at that. That is gorgeous. I don't know if I showed the back of it properly, but that is the image on the back. Ooh, we've got foiling on the end papers again. I don't know what it is. Like in the past year, FairyLoot seemed to have properly upped the game, and I am definitely here for it. The reversible dust jackets for one are amazing. So this is the other side of the dust jacket. What I do like is that it now has the author and the blurb on each one. So if you did want to turn it around, you've got that information. But this side I feel like could be really easily damaged, and you can see, well, I can feel it, but like the foiling on the front is bleeding through onto the back. So like, I feel like you could cut it with a knife. I don't think it's picking up on camera. I'm guessing this is like got some sort of steampunky vibes just because there's like this flying machine thing on this cover, and then we've got the spine and the back. It's making some weird noises. There's like a gap in. I think it's just like how it's been bound. I don't think there's any damage to it. And then we have the end pages, which honestly are stunning. So that's the front one, and I'm assuming the back is different. Yep. We've got that, but these foilings on them are absolutely amazing. You can hear that it's not being opened just like every time I think it's like crackling. We've got a fancy little map in here. It's not as good as last month's map. This is a little more scaled back. It's not as intricate, but I do love a map. We don't have digital signatures or signed editions of these anymore. It's sort of included on the imprinted author letter. So yeah, we do have a sort of a signature on this page rather than the book being signed, which I get, it does take a lot out of an author having to sign all these copies, but it is a shame if that is what you wanted. But there is 2 places where you could get a signature of this book if that's what you wanted, if you wanted a physical signature. Personally, I think I would do it on the FairyLoot exclusive page just because it looks a bit fancy. So I've just had a quick read of the blurb of this one, and it does look like we've got a down and out on their luck woman and a crown prince of the empire. I do love those sort of stories. I'm guessing that's why it's Castles Crumbling. It mentioned something about, what was the girl's name again? Ice. Oh no, there's 3 characters. Ice, Saoirse and Quill. Saoirse has some sort of elemental links. Said something about earth, air and water being able to do what they want, and something about the crown prince, Quill, who needs something or other. I'm guessing they team up and chaos ensues. It's usually the way of these books. I'm I'm kind of excited to read this one just because it seems sort of like my vibe. I do love like an epic fantasy style thing, and I feel like that's what you're gonna get with this book. I don't know if it's just like the way that it's been presented, but yeah, I'm guessing that is the sort of vibe that I'm gonna get with this book. If I don't, I'll be really sad. I feel like I should swap this out and then I can put the book that I'm reading that we get up here. Ta-da! We'll pop that there for a second. So that is October's box done and dusted. I don't feel like I was as overly enthusiastic with this as maybe I should have been. I really enjoyed the bookmark thing and the salt and pepper shakers. Probably not going to use them because I don't really season my food whilst I'm eating it. I try and cook it to the taste that I want rather than adding extra seasoning in afterwards. So they are cute if you've got space for them, but I do not have space to just have like little pot things around, and with a soon-to-be toddler, definitely do not want to put them anywhere that can be grabbed. I'm going to assume that like the big items for this box, because it seems like we've kind of got two, was the overlays and the e-reader sleeve. Just because the e-reader sleeves, those sort of things tend to be quite expensive as well if you're going out and buying them. So if you really enjoyed Powerless and you've got a Kindle or a Nook, or is it what? I'm sure it's Nook, the Kobo ones. I can't remember. But if you've got one of them, like, that's perfect. I don't know if I'll use it. I did used to carry my old keyboard Kindle around in a bubble postage envelope because I couldn't get a cover for that, because by the time I'd got one, they'd stopped making the actual covers, which was really frustrating. But I do have a cover for this one, so I'm not sure if I want to keep it or not. It's going to be one of those where I like and ah on it. I really love the little bookmark holder, that's so cute. And the overlays, I know that people would really, really love to have those, especially if they've got this book. But again, I just don't understand the point of them. I don't know why you'd just put a picture over the top of some words. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm getting too old. I am an elder millennial, so, you know, maybe it's just I'm not young enough to understand why that would be something that people would want. So because I don't actually know which one is the fandom neutral one, I'm pretty sure it's the salt and pepper shakers. I'm just gonna double check. So it looks like, yep, they were the fandom neutral ones. And then the bookmark album was designed by Julie.Reinhardt_, and they were inspired by A Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. Oh, no. Oh, the tarot cards actually aren't from this month's book as well. So the tarot cards are actually from A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Faisal, which is interesting. They've not done a change from that for a while. So I didn't even think to look at that bit. And so it looks like we had 3 artists work on the book this month as well. So we had the redesigned cover and the top, bottom and sprayed edge were all designed by Michaela Alcano Design. The design on the hardcover, the trade cover is a reversible jacket, foil elements, and design on the hardcover by Blanca Design. And the character artwork with foil on the end papers was done by Polarts_. So interesting that we've got 3 different artists working on the book this month, but I think they've all done a really good job because they are amazing. I'm not entirely sure on the theme. I don't know if everything is really cohesive. They've kind of got like a bluey vibe, but then these salt and pepper shakers just seem to like have come out of nowhere. They don't match with anything else. I don't know if it really matches a Castle's Crumbling vibe. I don't know enough about any of the books that have been mentioned to understand if that actually fits in well or not. But currently, I don't think it was a very cohesive box. It was potentially, I feel like they had some ideas of what they wanted to do and they just decided to put them all together rather than trying to find a way to get it all to match up in the right way. If you had this box, let me know what you thought to it and if you think that it could have been done better or not. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you want to see more of my videos, don't forget to hit subscribe. There's a new one out whenever I can get one out with a small baby around, but there will be one at some point, hopefully not with a 5-month break again. I hope you're all well and you're all staying safe, and until next time, bye!